huh? What's a place like this doing in a library? Could this be the restricted section Lisa mentioned? Doesn't quite feel like it, though. You don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret, do you? Like those rooms you always hear about in scary stories? You know, the ones that are usually totally off limits? That's true. We just kind of waltzed in here. And it didn't seem like the lock had been broken or anything. Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore? And what world would that be, huh? Too bad Lisa's not working today, otherwise we could ask her. Well, we're here anyhow, and this place doesn't look too dangerous. Why don't we just take a look around? New places are meant for exploring, after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide. Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf toy! So cute! It's so fluffy and soft. Huh. I wonder who left it here. Oh, foolish traveler, you dare enter this fortress of doom without invitation? Prepare to be eaten alive! We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge, so let's keep on exploring!
Transfixed! Don't get too close! I got you covered!
I'll settle this! Hunt them down! Into the shadows.
Here's backup!
Dissipate! Ready.
Oh no! Sorry! Guests, hello! I've been waiting here for the longest time and nobody came. I was only planning to rest my eyes for a bit, but the sofa was so comfy, I guess I dozed off.
Let's I can talk!
Sure can. Talking is one of the things I can do. All right, so... yes. Introductions are in order, aren't they? Greetings, my dear guests. My name is... Wait. What's my name?
Not sure we can help you with that one, buddy. Guess you were in a pretty deep sleep, huh? Seems like you're still waking up.
Huh? Really?
We're just messing with you. Anyway, Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Okay, great, that went well. At least this mysterious room doesn't rob everyone of their memories.
I must apologize. I must have slept for so long that I can't remember what's real and what's a dream anymore. I did have a lot of dreams while I was asleep. Okay, concentrate. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the current me is a concierge in charge of attending to any guests that find themselves here. Yes, you may call me Wolfie.
Okay, but, if all you can remember are your dreams, what makes you think any of them are real experiences? They're just products of your imagination, right?
You mean, if it comes from my imagination, it can't be real life? Oh. Well, it sounds like you know more about that kind of thing than I do. I can't tell the difference at all. I remember a time when a horrid curse was put on me. My heart was cased in unmelting ice, and I had to spend my days in agonizing solitude, surrounded by nothing but boundless tundra. I also remember playing with Whitefang in the misty forest. We chased golden butterflies, waded through rushing streams, and shattered the very moon beneath our feet. And I'll never forget marching in that celebratory procession with the other troops, being showered in confetti as I excitedly waited for Her Majesty the Queen to bestow her honor upon me. It was glorious. To me, all these events are indistinguishable from real experiences. Take my latest dream, for instance. I remember being in a garden of forking paths, and Madame Mage said to me, "From now on, you are a concierge. Be sure to treat your guests well." And I found myself here. And like I said, I waited and waited and waited. And now, finally, 2 guests have arrived. At last, I can fulfill my duty. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, and who is this Madame Mage? Is she really just a figure from your dream? Seems like there could be more to it than just that.
Well, Madame Mage is Madame Mage. Just as you, dear guests, are guests. She and her friends, oh yes, and they're all mages too. Each one of them is a master of their own type of magic. Conjuring, illusions, and so on. One of them uses a quill pen to cast her spells. She has a very mysterious ink bottle that contains fantasy truth. I had a little taste when she wasn't looking, and oh my goodness was it bitter! Blech. But the other mages all love her magic. They use their powers of creation to transform her fantasy truth into true fantasy. How do they do that? I haven't the slightest idea. I'm just a toy with stuffing for brains. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Yeah, what is this place? We came in here through this one door in the library, but we were never able to open it before.
Well, congratulations on your successful entry, dear guests. This is a special room, one that can only be accessed by those who are invited. Seeing as you two have this privilege, you can invite your friends to enter as well. On that note, I'd better tidy up this place as quickly as possible. Oh, and I should prepare some tea and snacks too. You don't mind if they're on the sweeter side, do you?
Of course not! Wait, before we get ahead of ourselves, mind telling us where we are exactly? Are we even still in Mondstadt?
That is a difficult question. Madame Mage created this room using magic, and I don't know magic. Still, you have my guarantee as concierge that this is a safe and comfortable place. I sincerely hope you enjoy your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Yes, I saw! You were magnificent! I was completely enraptured by your performance.
What do you mean, performance?
Well, Madame Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present. I'm sure only the most distinguished of guests are able to take the stage as the story's protagonist and put on a show as spectacular as yours. What a thrilling battle! Yes, that's what every story needs to spice things up. Naturally, those are the kinds of stories I love reading the most. I wonder what would make a good title for a book about your magnificent performance. Should we call it a saga? An epic? A tale of conquest? A chronicle of combat? Choices, choices. In any case, I do hope you will be so kind as to indulge us with more of your fine performances. In fact, scratch that. I'm afraid I shall have to insist. The story of the present is waiting to be written, and you, dear guests, are the ones to fill its pages. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
This place is getting more confusing by the second, but Wolfie seems alright. So, we should be fine, right? Besides, our goal is to set foot in every corner of Teyvat, and the courage to boldly go where others dare not to tread is what will take us there.
Wow, what a wonderful line! Spoken like a true adventurer!
You bet! We're the real deal!
Is that so? Well then, I'd better make sure I do my duty as concierge of this place. I hope this can be somewhere for you to rest and recuperate when you're weary, so that you can embark on your next adventure refreshed and renewed. Come back here anytime if you get tired. I'll be sure to take good care of you. I'm afraid I still have some work to do before everything is ready. Thank you for your patience, my dear guests. If you'd like, you can take the stage and perform once more. There'll be toy medals waiting for you in treasure chests afterwards.
How are you feeling? Try not to worry too much about the next fight. I've heard people say that having a good attitude actually benefits your health. Even if spearmanship isn't my strong suit, I'll do my best to protect you in this battle.
I do hope I'll get to read a story about a rebellious princess. You know, the type who sheds her long, cumbersome skirts and learns equestrianism, swordplay, perhaps even medicine. She'll live freely, take to the field to defeat evil personally, and defend the people and nation by her own hand. You know what? I might just write that story myself.
I rarely encounter opportunities to rest mid-journey. During battle, slowing down is even more out of the question. However, given that this is not a solo operation, I will go along with what you think is best. In any case, this is an acceptable place for a brief period of respite.
The enemies we face are of a lowly breed. Deal with them however you see fit. But do not get complacent. You should expect to fend for yourself, as I am not in the habit of coming to other people's rescue. If you do encounter a foe for whom you are no match, simply make yourself scarce, and I shall deal with it in due course.
Ready for a rehearsal?
Fire it up! Supporting fire!
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Time to go as one with wind and cloud! Laid bare! Don't get too close! Here's backup! Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
There are many reasons why a samurai might draw their blade, but the principle is always the same. To do what they know in their heart is right. Though we walk a perilous path where powerful foes face us at every turn, and though I cannot sense what lies at its end, I tread onwards with no fear in my heart. My mind is at ease, for I tread this path in your company.
When I was little, my mother often read me bedtime stories. Back then, I thought the world was just like in those stories, and everyone led peaceful, happy lives. It was only later that I realized the difficulties and struggles many people face in society. All I can do is try my best and stay loyal to the people I care about. Now that I think about it, even though the stories are fictional, they can still help children get a good night's sleep. To me, that's enough. When I was little, it was only later, now that I think about it.
There's a lot of fascinating stories in these books. Don't be put off by the dusty old pages. Give them a chance, and in the blink of an eye, these tales will waft into the air to the sound of the lyre and blend into the sweetness of the breeze. Pick a story you like. Let's try it out.
Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery. After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right.
strong! Out of my way!
Wind strike! One with wind and cloud!
Time to testify.
Diffract! Siege!
Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Our bond is strong!
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance! Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
Oh, for the love of... Please don't tell Paimon you're thinking about emergency food again! We're talking about friendship here, okay? Paimon will never understand why that's where your head goes. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What could they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madame Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but... The thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madame Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me. I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
Quite a few books. Storybooks, mostly. A rare sight in the House of Dana. They claim it would distract the students from their studies. But If the fate of a student's studies depends on externally imposed restrictions, whether to storybooks or otherwise, they won't make it far in academia.
During my days as a wanderer, if I came upon a beautiful view and was feeling in a poetic mood, I'd stop to compose a few lines. I once thought about writing an anthology of my poems and leaving it on a shelf so I could share with others the way I felt when my eyes first met those wonderful sights. But when I looked back at the drivel I'd written, I gave up on the idea. I'm sure other travelers will get that same sense of peace from the natural world as I did, if it's meant to be.
No escape! Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Time to go to work.
Now disappear! Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Let's play! Think you can get away?
Patience.
Let's get it on!
Lucky today.
A round of applause!
Sick of this one. Time for takeoff.
Illusion shattered!
That's close enough.
Let's get this show on the road! There is no escape!
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Look alive! You're dead meat! And voila!
Time for takeoff.
Gotcha.
You go ahead and get some rest. I want to survey this area first. We need to get some sort of security system in place, just in case of a surprise attack. Oh yeah, I'm guessing you've got all your essential supplies on you. If you're going to put them down, make sure it's somewhere everyone can see them. Oh, you want to come with me? Sure, that'll save us some time. All right, come with me and stick close.
So, a short rest before the big battle, huh? In that case, I think some light-hearted music is in order. Something easygoing enough to help everyone relax, but not to the point where it becomes too snooze-worthy. Take a seat wherever you like. Once you're comfortable, Der Frühling and I shall begin our serenade.
Two questions. Have you got a moment? And if so, would you like to see a magic trick? Consider it a rehearsal, or simply a little light entertainment to lift the mood. Which deck of cards shall I go with? Ah, yes, this one suits the occasion.
It's not often that I have the chance to take a rest before the battle is truly over. I keep asking myself, can I really afford to take a rest yet? And if there are still monsters that have not yet been vanquished, the answer is no. I cannot stop now. You'd like to join me in a moment of meditation? Oh, all right. Close your eyes. Now, join me in turning your gaze inward, to the deepest part of your being.
Illusion shattered! Let's get it on! Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this!
Boring! Disappear! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Boring!
Truth repeats its course! Shine down! Buckle up!
Lament! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Useless! Boring!
We'll see about this! Look alive! There is no escape!
Useless! Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Worthless!
Shine down! Dare to mess with me? Have fun with...
Boring! Lament! Worthless! Good! Worthless! Here!
Truth repeats its course! Let's go!
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here!
I know that many of the younger generation see me as a sort of legendary figure. Why, my stories and my accomplishments can even be found in Kosharawar textbooks. But it does seem that people aren't quite used to having a legend living among them. No one takes my courses or pays attention to my research. Even securing research funding can be a struggle. If I were lucky enough to have one of my predecessors here in the flesh, I'd be waiting on her hand and foot, serving her tea, massaging her shoulders, asking her all sorts of questions. What happened to this generation? Where is their inquisitiveness? Where is their respect?
I know you are a formidable warrior, but we must not underestimate the monsters in this domain. They seem to come in endless waves. Nor should you be afraid. I am here to answer your call, and I will stay by your side until every mystery here has been uncovered. With this blade, I shall slay any foe that comes our way.
That rabble we fought sure picked the wrong crew to mess with. I'd say they won't make that mistake again. But we already made sure of that. With my skills and experience on your team, they don't stand a chance, no matter what they throw at us. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, though, so just make sure you got my back.
Fighting monsters is nothing new to me. If anything, it is these brief periods of leisure between battles that I'm not accustomed to. No matter. If you need to rest, I will stay here with you until you are ready.
Clouds high. The birds...
A bond is strong! Out of my way! Forest! Here's the good!
Transfixed! This is their fun. Overruled!
Stand with me! Magic lamp!
As one with wind and cloud.
Transfixed!
Our bond is strong! I'll settle this! Here's the good!
Into the wind.
You can leave the trickier opponents to me. You did invite me here after all, so I'll do my part for the cause, no problem. As for what part that'll be exactly, arrange that however you wish. I can handle it.
During my days as a wanderer, if I came upon a beautiful view and was feeling in a poetic mood, I'd stop to compose a few lines. I once thought about writing an anthology of my poems and leaving it on a shelf so I could share with... But when I looked back at...
What's that? say? I could have sworn I just heard you invite me to go monster fighting in this domain with you. Strange. I slept perfectly well last night. Why am I having auditory hallucinations? Dory Sangamabe is just a straightforward businesswoman. So let me put it to you this way. Why would any business person take such a huge gamble on their own life unless there was, oh, I don't know, a few dozen million Mora to be made? Here's my counteroffer. A custom-made Domain Delver survival kit just for you. Great value for your Mora and available at a discounted price for a limited time only.
You intend to take a rest? I concur. You do look quite tired. Self-knowledge is a good trait to have. Better to walk at a slower pace if it means you will travel further in the end. I brought some coffee candies. Here, take one.
Right here, emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Dear me.
Time for a light show! Let's pick retreat!
Right now. Emerge. Wait, hear me.
I'll settle this!
Dissipate. Right here. Right now. I'm always watching. Right here. Emerge.
Feel the split! Lighter, please.
The novels here actually aren't all that bad. But a little fried tofu and a few drinks would make things better still. So, little one, do you think you could pull a few strings and get your hands on some for me? Without them, I don't think I'll be able to muster the energy to help you explore this domain. Oh, the look on your face, so dumbfounded. I'm joking, can't you tell? Do you really believe the great Lady Guji herself would be so fickle? I do hope I'll get to read a story about a rebellious princess. You know, she'll live freely, take to the field. You know what? I wonder if that novel I read once is available to borrow here. Not that I was especially fond of it. I just didn't finish reading it, so I've always wondered what happens after where I left off. I really hope it has a happy ending.
Well, I get some shut-eye and rest for a bit. I'll keep you company. Or, if you're not sleepy, how about we chat for a bit? Maybe I could tell you a story. Oh, sorry. Am I talking too much?
I just get so excited when I'm in a new place. I want to see everything there is to see. I've always got the energy to explore.
Here's the good!
Wind, hear me! Let's get it on!
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! You stay condemned! Guilty! You stay condemned!
Barbados, guide us.
Through me, justice is served! Guilty! Your penance is due! You stand condemned! Guilty! Your penance is due!
Let's get it on!
Futile! Your sins weigh upon your soul! You stand condemned! Your penance is due!
Such a thing as a miracle potion that could cure all disease, I'm sure it would be auctioned off and sold for an astronomical price. But in this fairy tale, the fairy gives her magic potion to the prince for free. She has no business sense at all. If you want my opinion, praying to a fairy isn't the answer. Better to go out and make some mora.
As the General Mahamatra, I have to display the might of the Academia. Whatever enemy we face, I will give it my all. In battle, as with delivering judgment, the righteous must prevail. And so we must approach every battle with great caution. I am armed with the determination to uphold the rules. There is no battle I cannot win.
That rabble we fought sure picked the wrong crew to mess with. I'd say they won't make that mistake again. But we already made sure of that. With my skills and experience on your team, they don't stand a chance, no matter what they throw at us. I don't have eyes in the back of my head, though, so just make sure you got my back.
I wonder if that novel I read once is available to borrow here. Not that I was especially fond of it. I just didn't finish reading it, so I've always wondered what happens after where I left off. I really hope it has a happy ending.